Well, good morning, everybody. Paige and Chuck here, or Paige is over there. We're gonna go eat breakfast this morning. Had a really nice stay here in Karat. Very quiet hotel compared to the last one, but not much of a view. Oh, there's a lake over there. Anyway, this is our last day going home. We got some stuff to do. Gonna be a busy day tomorrow. Today we'll unpack, relax, spend time with the family. I gotta go visit Mom. Mom sent me some messages saying she wants to go back to America. I was like, okay, what does that mean? She said, just for a visit, maybe a couple months, 3 months, something like that. I was like, okay, we'll have to talk, Mom. It's fortunate for her that I'm basically her caretaker. So we have to figure out a way to make it work, because it's whenever Mom wants to do something, a lot of people have to be involved. It's not just like she wants to pick up and go to the beach, you know. So we'll have to see how that's going to work, because I'm not going back to America till next year. So it'll be a challenge if that's what she wants to do. But ultimately, I'm the one responsible for Mom, so she doesn't have anybody. She has her sister, but her sister's not going to take care of Mom. Maybe for a visit, but that's about it. My brother is occupied with his family and his career too. I have a brother that's 10 years younger than me, a half brother. So yeah, this is where Mom's at, and her 73 years of age and not really mobile. So we have to talk about what. I think she's bored. Actually, I know she's bored. I get bored too. So we'll see if there's some changes we can make here. Something I told her, maybe just go get a condo and udon for a month. You know, do something. Mom gets bored really quick. Anyway, let's go see what the hotel breakfast is all about, and then we'll make our long drive back to ThatPhanom. I hope you enjoyed the last few videos. Good morning. Happy? You got to get home so you can plan our next adventure. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if this thing is a long stay or not. I think it is, but look at that hallway. It's big. I smell a lot of food. Very nice lobby. I smell food. All right, we're out of here. Long drive. You got the map? I know how to get home. I just don't know how to get out. I don't even really know where I'm at. We came here kind of late. Well, it's a beautiful day. It is 27 degrees Celsius. Not too many people on the road this morning at 9:30. We're just leaving the city of Karat. The GPS says 6 hours, so just going to take our time and get home. It's not too bad here. When you start to get in the country, the driving becomes a little tedious because people are going, well, there's a lot of different things happening, I'll just say. You know, one thing about Thailand compared to Vietnam is it's very chaotic in Vietnam, but like everybody's looking everywhere all the time. Like they got eyes behind their head, you know. Everybody's wearing, I don't know if it's because of the police that everybody wears helmets, or I don't know, but helmets is a really good thing in Vietnam, really a good thing here. But in Thailand, it's different mindset. Like they don't really look when they pull out. They'll even go as far as taking the mirrors off of their motorbike because they don't care. I think a lot of them, they just expect whoever's behind them, if they expect anything, I don't know. It's almost like they're just kind of a zombie sometimes when they're on a motorbike. But I think maybe they just expect you to watch where they're going. But, you know, I don't know why you would take the mirrors off your motorbike or not wear a helmet in Thailand. But that's the culture here. You know, it's kind of all about uniformity, I think, too. Like if they're on a bicycle, they're uniformed up for a bicycle. If they're on a big bike, they're fit up for that. You know, but on a motorbike, it's just, you know, very relaxed. And you just have to be careful. But it's a lot different here. But one good thing is, for sure, is they don't beep their horn. I think that is super annoying. They had a really big storm here. And it looks like a lot of trees came down. I'm glad we missed that. We saw some pictures in That Phanom where the roof over by the market, where the buildings that they made for the stalls, some of the roofing came off of them. We've been driving hour and a half now. Take a break. It's a quiet PTT station. If you didn't know this already, these are ice cups. If you try to use an ice cup for a beverage or a coffee, they're going to get really confused, like bad confused. So they may just charge you for ice and a soda or whatever. So don't, just use a regular cup. Big gulp cup. I think it bothers me the most about, and why I even talk about their driving, is because I'm in fear one day I might hit somebody, you know, and then it's going to just be my fault. You know, if that's what they want to do, then up to them, but sometimes other people are involved in their actions, you know, so, but I'm all for up to you. I'm good with that. Like, I don't need anybody really to tell me what to do, you know, but the problem is that if you're going to be like that, you got to be responsible for your own actions. And I've noticed a lot in the news, and not too much on my own experience, but some, like people here, they don't like to claim responsibility for their action. Like they want to easily blame, and it might not just be Thailand, but I'm talking about Thailand because I live in Thailand. It's just they like to blame other people for what's happening, you know. So if your child decides to take off on the motorbike, take his mirrors off and race up and down traffic, and he gets killed, you know, somebody has to take responsibility eventually for themselves, you know. So that's the only reason why I talk about it. It's just can't stress to be careful, but it could happen no matter how careful you are. I always thought whenever we moved to Thailand that they should create, you know, a motorbike lane, you know. It's a big van. Yeah, you know, like Vietnam. I think that's a great idea, you know, and then put some kind of little divider so they can't creep in front of you on the road. It's not safe to be driving a motorbike on a main road, but it's just so normal and natural here that they feel like this is where they need to be, you know. But that's why a lot of people die here. I think when you get out of the city, most of Thailand's rural, you know, rural Thailand, it's not city. I think you're just happy that the road is smooth when you get out, you know, get out here. But the roads they're not convenient. Like they don't go in a straight path. Like you have to zigzag through small towns, farmland. There's not like, there's very few expressways going through Thailand. The roads have improved, but I think I'm just happy to find a smooth road in Thailand. Not too much thinking, I think, goes in the infrastructure here.
Some birds and rocks and things. There was sound and hues and rings. The first thing about was to fly with a bus in the sky with no clouds. The heat was hot and the ground was dry, but the air was full of sound.
We are almost home. I don't know what's going on right here. We're about 7 kilometers from the house. Some kind of temple thing. Maybe somebody died or something. I don't know.
No.
Somebody getting married or becoming a monk.
A monk. Yeah.
Good time to drink beer.
Huh?
I said, I guess it's a good time to drink beer.
Oh yeah. Everything.
Good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain.
Hey, girl. You okay? One. Let's go say hi first. Come. Cow gum. Oh yeah. Home again. Khao lam.
อร่อย อร่อย
Khao gam. Khao gam.
อร่อย
นิดหน่อยครับ Well, here's the gang. And the typical dinner here. Some chicken. Alright guys, gonna end the video. I just got off the phone with Mom. There's no talking about America no more because she's already made up her mind that she's gonna go. We'll talk about it more tomorrow. I've got a lot of things on my mind and a lot of things I need to plan out. So we'll talk about this in the morning. Bye.